Hey guys, it's Jalen and welcome back to another video. This is going to be episode 9 of the 2019 series. This is episode 9 and today we're going to be talking about meeting mom. This story time is about meeting my wonderful mother who I adore to this day. Even though we don't speak, I adore her to this day. But we're going to be talking about the story time with her and how I met her. And yeah, before we get into this story time, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Like, what are you doing if you haven't subscribed? Don't you know we're on the road to 1K and I'm doing a giveaway at 1K subscribers? Like, hello, let's go, let's get it popping. Let's get to 1K subs on YouTube, girl. And yeah, so if you guys haven't subscribed, I need you guys to do that. Like this video. Share this video with a friend, girl. Come on. Like, let's get it started. And without further ado, let's roll the intro and get into the story time. Okay, so we're in 2019, and this was around November when I first met mom. So as you all know, we have the ballroom scene. I love going to ballroom. I love being in ballroom. I used to walk fakes all the time in ballroom. Love ballroom down. And yeah, so I love ballroom. And I've always loved watching the videos on YouTube and this, that, and the third. So when Fraudulent, yes, Fraudulent is involved in the story. When Fraudulent brought me to a ball, there I met mom. Now, Fraudulent and mom knew each other first, and then there's this other girl who was mom's first, we're gonna call her mom, mom's first child, one of her first child, who we're gonna call Stellar. So Miss Stellar was mom's first daughter, and then she met Fraudulent, and with meeting Fraudulent, they became cool. She adopted Fraudulent, and Fraudulent was now her kid. So when I met her, it was a completely different experience from how they met her. When she saw me, she told me instantly that I reminded her of this guy she used to be with. And, you know, she wanted me to be her child. And I said, yes. I've always wanted to have a mom in ballroom to kind of like show me the ropes and show me things that I needed to do for ballroom and stuff like that. Back then, I was really heavily into ballroom. So I needed a mom to really be there for me. But she was more than just a ballroom mom, if that makes sense. So yeah, we met and I'm finally her child. She adopted me as her kid and I'm officially her son now. So at that point, every ball after that, we always went to the balls together and we always hung out and, you know, just chilled, and I really got to know her. Now, I'm gonna speak on Stellar. So how Stellar and Fraudulent met, Pretty was actually involved in this. And I'm not gonna give too much of the details away, but let's just say Fraudulent and Stellar were getting into some sexual things with some guy, and that's how they met. And Stellar is transgender, so we're gonna respect Stellar's pronouns. And Stellar's actually a really cool person. Just, you know, there was a little bit of beef. And there was some beef with Stellar, and I'm gonna get into those story times with Stellar and talk about how me and the bitch used to beef. But we're cool now, but yeah, so she got into it with Stellar. They were on some sexual shit. Fraudulent and Stellar with another man. They did a situation with another man. Pretty was there. Pretty had met the guy and everything. Pretty didn't get involved in the sexual stuff, but Pretty was definitely there, and that's how they met. And they later ended up telling me that. And the night that they did all of that, I had ended up linking up with Pretty and Fraudulent after all that situation happened. But yeah, so it was pretty interesting how everybody met each other. But for the most part, we are now all of mom's kids. Me, Pretty, Fraudulent, and Stellar. So the summer, this is now a great time to just be just chilling and getting to know her as a person. And she's actually a really good person. She did me and Fraudulent's nails multiple different times. She was helping me perfect my craft with nails. She was teaching me everything I needed to know because she could do some nails. She was like one of the best nail techs. And having a mom that is already in the field of work that you want to be in and that you want to build a future in, and she's there to guide you and teach you things and show you how to do things the proper way. It made me learn nails much faster and much easier because I had my mother there helping me and, showing me the ropes and telling me what to do and telling me what not to do and telling me how much product to use of this and how much product to use of that. She was just that guidance that I needed at the time. And I still need it to this day, but that's just the guidance that she was giving me. So, and I loved her for it. I loved every piece of the advice and the time she would help me. Yes, I was sometimes hard-headed, but she would always be there for me. And that's kind of what we all needed, and that's why we all cling to her so much. Even Pretty. Me and Pretty probably cling to her the most. Fraudulent was kind of just using her. I've always felt like Fraudulent was just using her to be able to smoke and to get food and to get free nails. Like, I feel like she was just using her. I didn't feel like she really had that bond with Mom that we all had with her. I feel like she was just using her. But yeah, it was a whole lot. So we ended up meeting Mom that year. We kept seeing Mom after that whole rest of the fall, the winter time. We spent all of that time meeting Mom. We're going to get into more story times with Mom in 2020, but I'm going to continue on the story on what happened within the following week. Within the next week, we ended up going to another ball, but at this ball, I was going to make a separate story time about it, but it has to do with Mom. So this ball, it was just me, Mom, and Fraudulent. We went to this ball in Brooklyn. Now, mind you, we didn't know what this ball was going to give, but usually in the ball, sometimes the girls are petty with each other and they want to fight after the ball. So we're leaving the ball and gunshots start going off and bitches start scrapping in the middle of the street. Me and Mom and Fraudulent run back into the building, and we stay in the building until all them gunshots is done. Bro, it was emptying out clips on each other. And mind you, this is the gays doing this. It's not straight people attacking us. No. It's the gays. The gays are causing this much fucking chaos in the middle of the fucking street. So then we go back outside because the gunshot stopped. We go back outside. Bitches are still scrapping. Apparently, one of the boys was fucking with one of the niggas. And the main boy, the wifey, came and beat up and shot up the entire place and was beating up the friends, and all types of craziness done happened after that ball. And it didn't scare me to not go to balls. It just made me be more cautious of what's going on and the shit that happens around me, because the whole time we were in the ball, we did not know that any of these people had beef. We didn't know any of these people had drama, so it was pretty surprising to us. Mom was just trying to be overprotective Mom, and she was trying to get us out of there as fast as possible. She's like, no, we're going to the train. We're going home. Let's go. So we went on the train. We ended up going back to her house this same night. Stayed at her house. We were chilling with her for a little bit. We slept over at her house. And then the next morning, we went back to our house. And then she told us to meet up with her in Harlem again. So a lot of these things that happened with Mom, she was just somebody that impacted my life for the good, especially with the shit that happened with my biological mother. My mom really made it. She really became the mother that I needed and the mother that I just needed present in my life, and it made me feel so much better having that motherly guidance and that motherly protection and that motherly, love. It made me, as a child, it healed parts of my inner child that needed to be healed. I'll say that much. But yeah, as far as meeting Mom, we ended up going on to having a great mother-son relationship. It was given almost every weekend me and Fraudulent was in her house. It was shit like that. Almost every weekend me and Fraudulent was in her house. We would go from her house to one of Fraudulent's friend's house. Then we'll go see Diamond, hang out with Diamond. We'll bring Diamond over to Mom's house, chill with Diamond at Mom's house. Pretty was coming over. It was just a great vibe in 2019 to be around Mom and just to have her in everybody's presence, and she really gave everybody she gave everybody just a good feeling. She was just nothing but good vibes, and people always used to try to paint her as if she wasn't out for good vibes, but she was always looking for good vibes, 100%. There was never a moment where she didn't want to give out good vibes. She was the queen of good vibes and good energy. Like, she never did anything bad. She was very protective over us. She didn't let nothing happen to us. There'd be guys walking in the street trying to talk to us, and she would literally curse them out and threaten to kill them because she just did not trust men. She didn't trust us around men. She knew how these guys were. She knows how guys are with us. She knows that we can get hurt instantly. And, you know, knowing that somebody cared about us that much, at least for me and Pretty, knowing that somebody cared about us that much, that made us feel 10 times better. Like, it just made us feel more safe and more comfortable knowing that we have somebody in our corner who's literally fighting for us almost every day. And I will forever appreciate her for that. But yeah, I'm gonna move this story time along, and we're going to end the video here. I'm gonna get into more mom story times when the 2020 series comes up. But yeah, so the next couple of videos are gonna be cute videos. I'm gonna tell more 2019 story times. And hopefully you guys are continuing to grow this channel. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys like this video. Comment down below. Comment down below somebody influential in your life. Comment down below somebody who made your life, give your life what it was missing. It could be a relationship, could be a mother figure, it could be a fatherly figure, it could be a brother, sibling, whatever. Just go and comment down below somebody that has made a huge impact in your life. But yeah, if that's all for this video, my name is Jay the Star, and I'm out. Bye, guys.